You already know it's Throwback Thursdays, you heard? So I'm uploading the classics. This is the C73 saga, the 4-part saga, all in one episode. You heard? This is how I had beef with 100 Blood soon as I came in the building. How I met some of the realest dudes ever and discovered some of the most tragic news that I ever heard on Rikers Island. You heard? So sit back and enjoy the ride. Pause.
After they closed HDM and packed us up, they sent a chunk of the dudes that was in my block in HDM to C73. Now, C73 is a total different world than HDM. First of all, C73 is fucking humongous. You understand what I'm saying? And it was loose as fuck. And when I say loose as fuck, never seen a jail on Rikers Island this fucking loose. First of all, Bloods ran the whole shit. And when I tell you they ran that shit, I'm telling you, I seen with my own 2 eyes a police tell a Blood nigga, yo, get out the hallway, stop loitering in the hallway. And the fucking nigga tell the police, nigga, shut the fuck up before I smack the shit out you, nigga. I'm Blood, nigga, I do what the fuck I want to do. Real talk. I seen fucking Bloods talking to the police so disrespectfully, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. You understand what I'm saying? OBCC, even worse. You understand what I'm saying? But in C73, niggas hanging out in the hallways like they in New York, my nigga. Niggas hanging out in the hallways like they in New York. 10, 12 deep. You walk through the hallways, 10, 12 niggas just standing in the hallway like they on a New York City block, my nigga. Police scared to tell these niggas anything. You feel what I'm saying? That's how under pressure Bloods had Rikers Island at the time when I was there. You feel me? Me, I'm not in no gangs, my nigga. I'm guard body, but I don't ever come in the penitentiary and be like, yo, where's the guards? It's just, that's just not my style. And when I come into jail, let me explain something to you. When I come into jail, my nigga, what happens is the niggas who you've been affiliated with, the niggas who you related to, the hood that you come from, when you come into jail, you're not just coming in by yourself. You coming in, you gotta rep your hood, my nigga. You gotta rep the people that you know. You gotta rep the motherfuckers that claim to be your mans. Cause if I come to Rikers Island and niggas is smacking me and shit like that, after I finish just doing 6 years in the mountains with some of the realest niggas in the game, and them niggas embracing me and fucking with me, and know what I mean? We rocking out like that. I gotta uphold a certain level of respect and a certain level of gangster. I don't have a choice. You understand what I'm saying? So even if I want to come in the pen and just mind my business and chill, know what I mean? I'm from Brownsville. My whole family is thugs. Know what I mean? All the niggas I came up with, all the niggas I grew up with, all of these niggas is the type of niggas, they not letting nobody play them at all. You feel what I'm saying? So I have to uphold that tradition anytime I'm in a penitentiary. And that's a lot of pressure for a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That shit is pressure. I gotta uphold the tradition of being a nigga that niggas respect me, and I'm a real nigga to niggas. Anytime you step through that penitentiary door, when you from certain hoods and from certain walks of life, know what I mean? And that shit is what they call toxic masculinity. You understand what I'm saying? So boom, I come up in a 3 building. We just came from HDM. So first of all, we just came from HDM, the riot and all of that popped off. You understand what I'm saying? We feeling ourselves anyway because niggas in HDM think they tougher than anybody. You understand what I'm saying? So we coming out of HDM, niggas in 3 building already got word. Yo, they about to bring a bunch of niggas from HDM into the 3 building. So you know they not feeling that shit. So boom, we start coming in the 3 building. So we come. So it's like me and like 6 niggas from my old house in HDM. 3 or 4 of them is niggas who I knew in the dorm like that, but I ain't fuck with them niggas like that. One of them is my nigga Rafiq. You understand what I'm saying? We was in HDM together. Son is one of the first niggas who drew up the Pottersfield logo. Son is an ill dude. You feel what I'm saying? Son is an ill dude, a real dude, and a good dude. At the time, I didn't know son like that. We had just met each other, right? So boom, me, the nigga Rafiq, my son Black from Queens. I knew them from my old house, but we wasn't tight like that yet. You understand what I'm saying? So we go into the mess hall. We come into the mess hall, C73. We walking into the mess hall. Mistake number one. I see a nigga from my projects who I grew up with that I hadn't seen in years and shit. So, you know, when you see a nigga that you grew up with, the first thing you gonna do, you gonna be like, oh shit, what up, son? So I saw son. I'm like, oh shit, what up, son? How are you? Know what I mean? And I started engaging in a little conversation with son. But, you know, that's, you really can't do that in jail, because basically, I don't know what gang son may have been affiliated with, what was popping between him and whoever else at the time. I just didn't know nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So when you come in jail, you don't know. Like, you could talk to a nigga, yo, what up, son? What's good? And he got stupid beef with 100 niggas wanting to kill him. You understand what I'm saying? And now niggas, 100 niggas want to kill you because you let it be known that that's your man. You understand what I'm saying? So in jail, unless a nigga is a nigga that you really, really fuck with and be in the streets with fucking with, you gotta keep a little quiet when you see a nigga and just be like, yo, what up, son? And talk to a nigga when you can get a chance to talk to him. But me, I seen son from my piece. I'm like, yo, son, what's good? And we start polying. So boom, that made a loose nigga feel he could talk to me. If I wouldn't have said shit, nodded to a nigga and kept it moving, nigga wouldn't have said shit to me. But being that he saw me talking to a nigga, a smile on my face, me put a smile on my face right quick, he felt like he could talk to me. So I happened to get locked up. I had all blue on. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't in no gangs. So the nigga starts staring at me like some blood nigga. You feel me? He starts staring at me. He a nigga from the Bronx. Know what I mean? The nigga starts staring at me. So I'm looking at him. He looking at me. So the nigga's like, hey, yo, you homie? So I'm like, I ignore the nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So he like, yo, you homie? Like I said, I'm sarcastic, my nigga. So I look around, look on my shoulder like this. I looked at my shoulder like that. He like, nah, I'm talking to you. I said, nah, you can't be talking to me because you don't fucking know me, my nigga. He like, what? I said, nigga, you don't fucking know me. Don't ask me shit, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? My nigga, it's 100 blood niggas in the mess hall, son. It's 100 blood niggas because there's 2 houses and they sitting down. And these niggas all was blood. You understand what I'm saying? It's like 100 of them niggas in the mess hall for facts, right? So like I said, I told the nigga, I said, nah, you can't be talking to me, nigga, because you don't fucking know me, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Of course, my nigga, like I said, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to live this lifestyle. But the niggas who I'm affiliated with, the hood that I'm from, niggas who I just finished doing 6 years up north with, I can't be letting no nigga talk to me any which way, my nigga. That shit'll get back to niggas up top, get back to niggas in the street so fast. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm like, yo. So the nigga like, oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, you a fucking gangster. You a fucking gangster. You a thug. I was like, ain't this jail, nigga? I thought we was all thugs and gangsters in here, nigga. So I was starving, my nigga. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat. Pause. So it's like, yo, these niggas was having franks and beans. You feel what I'm saying? I was so hungry. I was just gonna eat the beans and the bread, drink the milk or the juice or whatever, and keep it the fuck moving, because I was starving. We had just got to the building. You understand what I'm saying? They opened up the woman's side that was closed in C73 for mad long. They opened that shit back up for us. You understand what I'm saying? So now we in 4 up on the woman's side. Women ain't been there in decades, but they still call it the woman's side because it used to be the woman's side back in the days. You feel what I'm saying? So, boom. So this nigga, like I said, the nigga was like, oh, you a fucking gangster? I was like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, I'm a gangster. This jail, right? So boom, I go sit down. So now I'm nervous. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, heart like this. So I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, I know these niggas gonna try to tear my brain off right quick. You feel what I'm saying? So I sit down with my nigga Black from Queens and my nigga Rafiq. But at the time, like I said, I don't know niggas like that. You feel what I'm saying? I might be forgetting somebody else who's at that table too. You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, boom, I sit down. So at this time, you can't take your legs from under the table on Rikers Island. you're not supposed to take your legs. If they feel like you're taking your legs from under the table, you about to pop off. So, you know, that in C74, we never followed that rule like that. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas do what they want to do. So, but now it's a new day and age on the island. It's like 2000 or something. So now I mean, these niggas got rules with them niggas. They lock you up for doing that shit, for keep putting your hand, because there's so much popping off going on. You feel what I'm saying? So I take my legs from under the table and I face the nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So now this nigga grilling the shit out of me like, fuck this nigga, what the fuck is this nigga? Because I talked to the nigga mad loose in front of all his mans. So now his pride was going crazy and his mans was like, yo, that nigga was talking extra greasy to you, my nigga. What's good? So now I see the look on this nigga face. He looking like, yo, this nigga just played me in front of all of the peoples. Now I gotta do something to this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, I could also see in his face, damn, I bought this shit on myself by talking to this nigga greasy and not knowing who he is. So like I said, so one of the niggas was like, yo, who you? Niggas was like, yo, who you, my nigga? Who you, my nigga? So I'm like, nigga, my name B. Lils. I'm from the fucking Ville, nigga. Fuck you talking about? It was many niggas there that could verify this shit. This nigga was looking crazy in the face like, oh shit, like, his nigga just forced me to have to bust my gun. You know what I'm saying? So now, the nigga starts acting like he's shitting out a razor. You know, in jail, niggas be in the mess. You can't be going into the mess hole with shit like that on the island. You get caught. You gotta go through the mag, shit like that. So niggas be putting razors in their ass with a little string sometimes hanging out. The shit get hectic. Niggas just pull a string and that shit come out your asshole. Take that shit out the plastic. You ready to go. You understand what I'm saying? So this nigga is sitting on the edge of the cafeteria table, acting like he's shitting the gun out to cut me. You understand what I'm saying? So I see that shit, I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm not letting this nigga cut me. You understand what I'm saying? You crazy? And like I said, it's like 100 bloods in the mess hall. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't know me from a can of paint, nigga. Niggas would have murdered me. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas would have fucking murdered me. And I knew that. So like I said, it's 100 of these niggas in the mess hall, my nigga. 100. I'm dolo. You feel what I'm saying? By myself, my nigga. I was sitting with some niggas, but we wasn't mans like that. Rafiq was my man a little bit, but not to the point where I'ma drag him into my beef and get him killed or shot up in the jail. I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, I handle my scandal dolo. I don't like involving niggas in my shit, because then when something bad happens to a nigga and it don't happen to me, it's never a good look. You feel what I'm saying? So boom. So I see the nigga acting like he's shitting out the gun. So now I'm like, I'm not gonna let this nigga blow my head off like this. You feel what I'm saying? Heart racing. So I turn around, look and see where the police is at. Now I mean, the police is slipping. He talking to somebody on the line. He's slipping, he ain't really paying attention. You understand what I'm saying? So I get up to try to go run up on the nigga and just get it on with the nigga before he get the shit to raise out. So my man Black from Queens, he didn't even know me like that. The nigga grabbed my shirt. He said, son, you know, I'm not gonna let you catch no new charge like that, and I'm not gonna let you get killed, son. You understand what I'm saying? I said, nah, fuck that, nigga. These niggas ain't, this nigga gonna cut me. He's shitting out a gun. He said, yo, son, look, there's 100 of them niggas, son. If you run into that crowd, son, them niggas is gonna tear you apart, my nigga. I said, son, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. The nigga grilling me like this. So now he acting like he got the gun out. So I'm like this. So real talk, my nigga. So I don't eat my tray now. Now I lost my appetite. So I turn around and I'm like, he looking at me. So I turn around, I said, what the fuck you looking at, nigga? I said, what the fuck you looking at, nigga? So that nigga was like, yo, word on my mother, I'ma fucking kill you when I catch you in motherfucking in the building, nigga. I'ma kill you when I catch you. I said, nigga, you ain't doing shit, nigga, do it now. You understand what I'm saying? So we beefing back and forth. Now my son Rafiq and my son Black is holding me down. He like, don't do it, son. This ain't the Fort building in 92 and all of that. Nigga said, you gonna get a new charge or you gonna get killed, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do it. So I'm like, yo, let me go, my nigga, let me go. You feel what I'm saying? So the nigga sees that I tried to run into the crowd. So the nigga is looking at me like, is this nigga crazy? I'm in the mess hall with 100 bloods. Like, you run into this crowd, we gonna murder you. You understand what I'm saying? And I was still trying to run into the crowd.
He was like, yo, son, put your foot under the table, son. The police see your feet from out of the table, my nigga. It's gonna be a problem, nigga. They're gonna run down on you. So I'm like, yo, I'm not putting my feet behind the table so these niggas so I could be mad off point and niggas could run down on me when they start getting up to go out the mess hall, right? So them niggas is waiting up to go back. The whole house is looking at me like, yo, I'm gonna kill this nigga. I'm starting to assess the situation now. I'm like, damn, nigga, it's a wrap for me, my nigga. I just caught beef with the biggest, strongest gang on Rikers Island, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? It's a wrap for me, my nigga. I'm gonna have to blow it up and get the fuck out this jail immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, we just came from ACM and opened up a whole new cell block. So where I was at in my cell block, I was safe because all of the niggas in my house was niggas from HDM. Niggas wasn't no Bloods, none of that. You feel what I'm saying? I knew niggas. While them niggas is standing there waiting, other houses is coming in the mess hall. So now this nigga is hollering at other niggas on the line, like talking in code, like, yo, this 550 nigga, I wanna know what house he in. You know what I mean? This nigga running his fucking mouth. I wanna see this nigga, da 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 da. You understand what I'm saying? Which I took as, you looking for help, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? You looking for help, my nigga. Handle your scandal by yourself, nigga. You looking for help for other niggas. And a few other niggas felt that way, right? So when he said that, I turned around, I said, nigga, my name Brian Johnston. I said, nigga, I'm in 4 upper on the woman's side and 23 cell, my nigga. And I'm going on every visit, A to Z, A to L. I said, nigga, I ain't hiding and you ain't got to find nothing out about me, nigga. That's my information. Real talk, I said all of this in the mess hall. I said, nigga, my name B. Lils, I'm from the Ville. You heard? Was I terrified? Hell yeah, I was terrified, nigga. It was 100 of them niggas. Them niggas was killers, you feel what I'm saying? So, we sitting there for a few minutes still. So now I'm thinking about all of this shit, my nigga. I'm like, damn, I'm about to send myself through a fucking tornado of beef. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm watching this nigga. So I'm looking at the look on this nigga face. He looking kind of stressed. Like he looking like he's saying to himself, damn, what I got myself into. Now I gotta prove to my whole gang that I get busy. You understand what I'm saying? All because I just spoke to a nigga that I didn't know in a disrespectful manner. I mean, because I'm like a master psychologist, nigga. I grew up in the penitentiary. When you grow up in the penitentiary around nothing but motherfucking criminals, you become a master psychologist. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this nigga and I'm assessing all of that shit. So now, I make a slight attempt to be diplomatic. I'm like, I said, yo, my nigga, I said, real talk, all of this shit could have been avoided, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? If you would have just, so then an old timer nigga that did, so then the house started getting up. Like the other side of his house started getting up. You understand what I'm saying? But he's still sitting down. So I'm like, yeah, nigga, all of this shit could have been avoided if you would have just talked to a nigga with some fucking respect. So what I mean, the old timer nigga was like, yo, it's too late for that, young blood. It's too late for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So then I felt stupid for even trying to be diplomatic for that 2 seconds. So I was like, you know what, nigga, you right. Fuck this nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck this nigga, man. I don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm sitting there waiting to go. I'm still watching this nigga. So then this nigga comes up to me, starts walking over. Now I mean, nigga like this. Hey, yo, you came from HDM? So I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, you from the Ville? I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, that problem you just had between you and this nigga, that's gonna remain between you and this nigga. You feel me? So I'm like, so I ain't know who son was. I was like, yo, I hear you, my nigga. I said, but yo, I said, I'm going on every visit and all of that. So if I feel any type of tension from anywhere, I'm popping, my nigga. So he was like, yo, my nigga, my name's such and such. I ain't gonna mention names because niggas is major niggas. You understand what I'm saying? He like, my nigga, my name's such and such. I run this whole fucking building. Yeah, if I tell you it's between you and him, it's gonna be between you and him. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, my nigga, I appreciate that. Know what I mean? So that was some of the realest shit I ever encountered in my life.
You understand what I'm saying? Basically, my nigga, these niggas in the mess hall 100 deep. I'm dolo. Niggas could have washed, murdered me, killed me, cut my face up 10,000 times, stomped me out. It wouldn't have been nothing nobody could do. They would have locked the motherfucking mess hall door like I told you they did in the 4 building before, and them niggas would have just ate me the fuck alive. I would have went out though. You understand what I'm saying? But it wasn't no wins whatsoever. He was like, yo, I like the way you handled that, my nigga. That was some real nigga shit. So he was letting me know, listen, it's gang shit in here, my nigga, but I still respect old school, real niggas that's just neutral. You understand what I'm saying? And son ain't have to do that. Son could have just stayed quiet and let niggas eat me. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So that was some real nigga shit that nigga did. And his word was bond, because after that, none of them niggas moved on me, my nigga. It was just on between me and this nigga now. And like I said, the 3 building is huge. So you might not never see a nigga, or if you see a nigga, it might be in a corridor. Or, you understand what I'm saying? It's like a couple of different sides of that shit. Is huge, the 3 building. And dangerous like a motherfucker. Now, like I said, son gave me his word, yo, niggas ain't gonna move on you. That's gonna be between you and that nigga. It's like he wanted to see if this nigga was gonna handle his business too, because, you know, niggas be coming up amongst gangs and shit with all of this, but they ain't really real niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, now it's on between me and this nigga gave me his word that none of the other bloods is gonna do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So I start going on visiting floors, all of that. So now the first time I go on a visit, I come on a visiting floor. 30 blood niggas on the visiting floor, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk, like 30 of them niggas on the visiting floor. They all know what's up with me, because word travels fast. You understand what I'm saying? They all know what's up, so niggas looking at me. You know, niggas got orders to stand down, but that don't mean niggas like me. So niggas is looking at me. I'm on the floor, I'm looking at niggas. Minding my business though, my nigga. Back against the wall. I ain't playing with these niggas. Niggas ain't gonna come behind me and blow fire out me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm back against the wall like this, till they call my name in the visiting floors. 30 of them niggas on the floor. Nobody moved. In my head, I'm like, whoever this nigga is, they respect this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Because niggas ain't doing nothing. And everywhere I went, I seen niggas, and niggas was giving me that look like, psh, you know what I mean? You lucky it ain't a green light on you, my nigga. Going on visits, I'm getting packages, I'm running around the building. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just doing me. But I know what's on with this nigga. Every once in a while, I see this nigga from a distance. You feel me? One time I'm coming back from court, the nigga was in the hallway, in the corridors. Like I said, 3 buildings so loose, niggas be hanging out in the corridors like that shit is the streets. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm coming back from court. Police is escorting us all back from court, letting niggas go to each house. Like you come back from court and be like, all right, you go in your house, you go in your house, and we all walking until we get to the last house. You understand what I'm saying? So we walking, I see this nigga. But as I'm walking through the hallway, one of his mans like, yo, black nigga, your man, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So the nigga who I was beefing with in the mess hall, the nigga like jumps. You understand what I'm saying? Turns around, he jumps like he ready to pop, but I wasn't nowhere near him. But that's how I knew this nigga nervous. I'm like, this shit ain't funny though. Even if that nigga nervous, a nervous nigga is even more dangerous. So I knew eventually, my nigga, I was gonna bump into this nigga, my nigga. Eventually I was gonna bump into this nigga. And it was gonna be the fuck on. And I'm like I said, once again, I got a bullshit ass case, and I'm trying to go home, and I know I'm gonna go home because of the way the case is going. And I'm gonna tell you some other shit that's even crazier. When I got locked up, I was so stressed the fuck out. I was so stressed, right? I came in the pens one day. I mean, I think this was in the Tombs, actually. I was in the Tombs. I mean, so we in Manhattan criminal court. I mean, so I come in the pens, I'm coming to court pens. Niggas telling me, I thought I was gonna go home. I thought nigga, I was a possibility, maybe I could go home. Niggas shitted on me, yo. You going back to the Tombs, nigga. So I come in the pens, I'm stressed, my nigga. I just did 6 years up north. I lasted in the streets 4 months. I feel like shit. So I'm like this, I come in the cell. So it's this Jamaican nigga that's in the pens. The nigga looking at me. The nigga like, yo, what's up, young blood? You all right, man? So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm all right, man. I just came home from doing 6, man. I can't believe I'm back in here, man. Word up, man. So that nigga like this, damn, what happened? I was like, fucking parole, man. Them niggas searched my crib when I wasn't there, and they found 2 ounces of weed in my room. You understand what I'm saying? With baggies and shit like that. You understand? He was like, damn. I said, but they violated because it wasn't even my PO. And I mean, it was some other nigga some other nigga came with a fucking drug enforcement cop, a narc or something like that. Shit was looking crazy. They don't supposed to. So I know on parole, they're not supposed to search your resident where you live at without you being present. But I was outside past curfew. So my mom's let the niggas in. My mom's all scared to death. She lets them niggas in. You niggas, now niggas coming badges and shit like that. My mom's scared to death. She let them niggas right in. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas went, found 2 ounces of weed, nigga. I come back in the crib. As soon as I come back, I went to the store, matter of fact, after my curfew. As soon as I come back in the crib, the niggas like this. Brian, cuffs. Niggas threw the cuffs on me. I was like, Even when I was like, listen, let me tell you, let me give y'all niggas a jewel. When them niggas threw the cuffs on me, I was like, man, damn. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, they got me. I ain't say that, but I'm just like, yo, damn. Nigga, that shit was in the motherfucking court records. When we put the cuffs on him, he said, oh man, damn, as if admitting to being caught guilty. So when you get arrested, nigga, don't say a motherfucking word. Don't make an expression. Don't huff and puff, suck your teeth. Nothing, nigga, because that shit be in the fucking court records, making you look guilty. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm in the tombs, nigga. So this nigga like, yo, he like, damn, you just did 6. I said, yeah, bro. I feel like shit. I mean, thought I was coming home trying to be a father to my daughter. I'm back in the can. Nigga, I'm sick. You understand what I'm saying? So that nigga was like, it's like, you ever heard of the Psalms? So I'm like, what you mean, the Bible? He was like, yeah. I said, I'm 5%, you know what I mean? But, I fucks with the Bible. He was like, yo, I'm gonna give you a jewel. It's a psalm in the Bible that'll get you out of jail if you truly believe that you don't deserve to be here. That's the key to the shit. You gotta truly believe that you don't deserve to be here. He said, me, I deserve to be here, so it ain't gonna work for me. He said, but if you truly believe these niggas did some bullshit and you don't deserve to be here, say that song, and I guarantee you be out of here. So I'm like, know what I mean? So I'm like, word, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check that out. You understand what I'm saying? So boom, I go to the tombs, got my little Bible and shit. I'm like, let me see what this nigga talking about. So I open that shit, I turn to Psalms 35, I start reading that shit. And in the psalm, it's talking about being in captivity. You understand what I'm saying? The nigga told me some deeper shit. The nigga said, listen, these psalms was written for the black man that'd be lost in the wilderness of North America. You feel what I'm saying? They knew that we was gonna need these psalms to get us out of shit. He said, these shits is spiritual and deep. And they made for you while you under fucking captivity in this country, nigga. While you to pray in this country as the black man, these shits is gonna help you and save you if you believe. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, so you know, I'm a deep nigga, so all of this shit was deep to me. I'm like, so boom, when I start reading that psalm that night, that shit was just jumping off the pages to me like this, the words. I'm like, yo, this shit deep. So I'm locked up. I said, yo, real talk, I ain't beating off. I ain't doing nothing that's gonna release spiritual energy. I said, I'm about to get on some meditative, strong-willed mind, guard, super guard body shit. So now I'm on it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in the tombs. I'm stressed, my nigga. The last thing I want to do is go back up north and look like a fucking clown in front of all my men. So I talked all of that shit about I'm going to go home and get in the rap game and do this and do that. And I'm back in the penitentiary with a violation? Nah, son, I couldn't see it. You feel what I'm saying? So I start reading this Psalms 35 crazy. When I got to HDM, I was still reading the Psalms 35. And as I was reading it, my case was falling apart. You understand what I'm telling you? My case was falling apart. That's what this psalm will do if you truly believe. My case started falling apart. Check it. I got a parole hold. First of all, when you got a parole hold, you have the right to get a dollar bail. So I put in, I'm in law library every fucking day when I'm in HDM. I was in law library so much when I was in HDM that the police came up to me and was like, yo, Johnston, I see you in here going hard. You don't, my house only go like 3 times a week. He was like, yo, you could come 5 times a week, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because I see that's how the police give it up. When they see you a good motherfucker really trying to beat your case and study, them niggas like, yo, you could come every day. Don't worry about what house you in. So I was in law library every day studying parole law. Nigga, I was an expert in parole law. So I started finding out all type of shit. And I'm reading the songs. I'm like, hold on, these niggas can't do this. These niggas can't do that. So now I go to my preliminary hearing. I represent myself in my preliminary hearing. Word of everything I love. I bomb on these niggas in the preliminary hearing on why I should not be incarcerated. The judge comes to my cell. He finds me guilty still at the preliminary hearing. There's no wins at the preliminary hearing. They're going to always find you guilty. So, boom. I go back in my cell. I'm like, this nigga still find me guilty. Black judge, nigga, comes up to my cell. Nigga says, listen, I don't know what the fuck you into in them streets. He said, but your mouthpiece is on professional lawyer level. And you need to leave whatever the fuck you doing, go home and go to school for law. Cause you're a natural lawyer. That's what this black judge told me, my nigga. And that's what I want to do in my life eventually. In my old golden years, I want to start a motherfucking appellate division. I want to represent innocent motherfuckers and go to trial and be a trial lawyer and get these niggas out the penitentiary. You understand what I'm saying? I'll be taking the test bar exam joint on my phone. I'll be murdering that shit. They got the app where you could take, some of them is trash, some of them is great. The one I got is outstanding. They give you tests. They keep testing you on the bar. My nigga, I started smashing that shit. Trust me, it is not easy. But anyway, they find me guilty. So boom. After they find me guilty at the preliminary hearing, I don't give up. The nigga told me, he said, don't give up on that shit. He said, even if shit look like it's going the wrong way and going bad, you keep saying it and you ignore the bad. He said, you just ignore, hear no evil, see no evil. He said, ignore the bad and just concentrate on going home and say that song. You feel me? So I kept doing it. Next thing you know, my nigga, my parole case start falling apart. I put in a motion for $1 bail. Them niggas give me $1 bail because when you got a parole hold, you get $1 bail. Instead of them having a $2,500 bail or whatever, they drop that shit down to $1 because they don't feel you going anywhere anyway because you got a parole hold. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a stupid ass motion, but they do it. And my lawyer was like, "What's the difference? If you got," I said, "Can you please just do what I hired? What you get paid to do, and that's what I tell you to do." He's like, "All right, whatever." So the nigga put the motion, and them niggas granted the motion. I was surprised. Niggas gave me the $1 bail. I'm psalming up. So like I said, once they gave me the $1 bail, I'm like, that's the Psalms. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm psalming up. Next thing you know, police don't show up at my parole hearing. The arresting officer, he don't show up. Second time, he don't show up. I'm psalming. Nigga got one more appearance. If he don't have that appearance, if he don't come in, I go home. You understand what I'm saying? Psalming to death, nigga. Psalming to death. Niggas in the dorm think I'm crazy. I be up at 6 in the morning standing by the window saying that shit. Niggas be thinking I'm crazy. I'm like, y'all niggas think I'm crazy. Watch me walk out these motherfucking doors. You understand what I'm saying? Psalming up. Real talk, my nigga. The third adjournment, nigga didn't show up. The fucking DA had the nerve to be like, can we give him one more court? The judge barked on her like, you know the law, 3 adjournments, he didn't show up. This is a courtroom, he's not the only. He said, you had this poor man in here all of this time. He said, no, don't tell me how to run my court. Case dismissed. Bang! I got a $1 bail, nigga. My moms and my baby moms was waiting outside somewhere out the court because they was allowed to come to my hearing. Nigga, I was like, yo, go bail me out. I got a $1 bail. Go bail me out. I just beat my motherfucking parole violation. Niggas bailed me out for $1. I was out of there, nigga. So from then on, that was the time I was on Rikers Island and came home. So from then on, I know this Psalm shit is real, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because, nigga, I had a parole violation. I got caught with 2 ounces of weed right there. Like, it was, niggas had evidence of parole violation. It was hard to beat that case, my nigga. I psalmed that shit to a point where the arresting officer could never make it to the parole hearing to testify. And that's where they fucked up at, because they should have never brought a regular police to search my house anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't taking off work to go to some motherfucking parole hearing. So, boom. I beats that shit. So I knew Psalms 35, the Psalms, they work. So now, back to being in C73 with all this beef. Once again, I'm psalming up, trying to go the fuck home. So I don't want to make this shit too long. So y'all gonna have to catch the next part on what happened between me and this nigga who I had beef with in C73.
Yo, I'm getting on that phone next.
Yo,
my nigga, don't disrespect me, my nigga. You see me standing here waiting for the phone, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you waiting for, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about, nigga? We just looking at that phone. A New York tale. This a true New York tale. For real, for real. The jail to the strip. 200 gangs the list in New York. A New York.
Like I said, C73 is a big ass place. So if you not going to court or certain shit like that, you might not see a nigga for a week or two. You feel me? You might have beef with a nigga, but you might not bump into that nigga because y'all houses is totally on different sides of the building. So like these niggas had a sprung side, a dorm side that was by the sprung side, that you be on the sprung side, but you not in the sprungs. They took us out of the woman's side and they split niggas up. And I ended up in a regular dorm. I can't remember which dorm it was in C73. So I come up in the dorm, like I said, I'm psalming up already with the Psalm 35. Like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. So the atmosphere in the dorm, it wasn't all that hostile, but it was a bunch of niggas rocking the jack and shit like that, running the jack that, you know, in my head, I'm like, I'm not trying to get into the jail politics once again. I'm like, I don't want to get into the jail bullshit because I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. I already got beef that I got to worry about. I'm not trying to create more beef as soon as I come in the dorm worrying about phones and asking about phones. But I can't help but to pay attention to what's going on with the phones. But I'm going to chill the fuck out right now. Let me check the temperature in this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm in the dorm. Like I said, I got knowledge of self, but I don't come into jail looking for guards and shit like that to try to start a gang and shit like that. I just do me. Like, if you a real nigga, I'm a real nigga. I don't care what your belief is or gang is or whatever. So I'm in the back. I sleep in the back. I meet this kid named Preem. Now, Preem is a guard body nigga, but he looks straight white. You feel what I'm saying? His pops is black. He grew up in the hood. He from the third. You understand what I'm saying? And the nigga looks straight white, but son is straight true and living God. You feel what I'm saying? So I meet son, and son tells me like, yo, there's a couple of guard niggas in here. The son over here is guard. He pointed to a nigga who slept next to me. He was like, he G.O.D. It's not too many G.O.D.s in here. Like, you feel me? You know who running the building and shit like that. So I'm like, yo, my nigga, real talk. I'm not even trying to get caught up in this jail politics shit. I got a bullshit ass case. I'm trying to get the fuck out the door before I get killed or have to fucking turn it up. You understand what I'm saying? Son guard body, but he looks straight white. So I start polying with son a little bit. I go to the mess hall with son a couple of times. First time I go to the mess hall, I see a couple of niggas that see son and was like, peace, God, you understand what I'm saying? Peace in him and shit like that. But then secretly, you know, snickering or looking at their mans on some funny shit. So I was like, yo, I wasn't really feeling that. I'm like, yo, you don't know this nigga like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, niggas, you a motherfucking DNA specialist or a microbiologist. Just because a nigga look white, that don't mean a nigga can't have knowledge of self. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm a light-skinned nigga myself, so I already got a complex me being light-skinned and guard body. You feel me? And looking like a Spanish nigga. Niggas be thinking I don't know degrees and shit. I be bombing niggas' brains off. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I see a couple of niggas that's peacing son in the mess hall, peace to the guard, and they secretly snickering. Like, niggas wasn't trying to play son or nothing like that to his face, because son wasn't no sucker. You feel what I'm saying? But behind his back, niggas would be snickering and shit like that. And I was seeing that. I'm like, these niggas is clowns. You feel me? I'll punch one of these niggas in their face. You feel what I'm saying? So I wasn't feeling that. So I took a liking to son. Like I said, son wasn't no sucker. Son was holding himself down on his own. But I start liking son. Like I said, he introduces me to this other nigga that's God. Now I mean this nigga named True. I was already seeing the nigga True, and I was like, yo, this nigga type brolic, like, you feel what I'm saying? He a big motherfucker, and he look like an animal. Like, he'll hurt something, like, you understand what I'm saying? So I start polying with Son. Me and Son start getting cool. You feel what I'm saying? Me and the nigga True and the nigga Preem. You feel what I'm saying? So a couple of days go by. If I need to use the phone, I'm getting on that. You feel what I'm saying? But one day the nigga True tell me, he like, yo, Son, real talk though, my nigga. He like, yo, if you want to pop off and take over this whole motherfucking house, my nigga, and take these phones and all of that, know what I mean, just let me know, my nigga. We get it in. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas in here, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? He said, I'm chilling. I'm doing these niggas a favor chilling. He said, if I want to, I turn it the fuck up in here and take both the motherfucking jacks, my nigga. He said, so, know what I mean, I'm just letting you know. He said, I don't give a fuck about the phones. He said, I'm just letting you know, my nigga. If you want to turn it up, we could turn it up, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, my nigga, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, my nigga. Know what I mean? I'm trying to slide out the motherfucking door, my nigga. I got a bullshit-ass case, bullshit-ass parole hole. Like I said, I was psalming the fuck up for this whole shit. I'm not even really trying to get into all of that jail shit. You understand what I'm saying? But I was feeling that Son told me that just in case, because on the low, I wasn't feeling a couple of niggas in the house. I was like, I hope these niggas don't think because I'm chilling and not pressing for the jack and all of that, that it's something sweet, my nigga. I got a bullshit case trying to sneak out the back door. But if I really want to get on these motherfucking phones, nigga, trust me, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all niggas gonna have to beat me up in here. So like I said, my nigga True was like, let me know, my nigga. Cause if it's on, it's on. We pop the fuck off. Then I start getting to know the nigga True. I start getting to know the nigga True. I start polying with him. One day they call us to go to court at the same time. We go to court. Now I mean, I see this nigga Son. He in a separate pen. So I'm like, yo, Son, what up? He like, yo, niggas call me for court. I ain't going. So I'm like, what you mean? You can't refuse court. I'm like, what you mean you can't refuse court? You gotta go to court and then refuse. He like, nah, nigga, I'm refusing here. You know what I mean? I'm not going. Yeah, so True was like, yo, my nigga, real talk. None of these police want to get it on with me, my nigga. I done got it on with all of these niggas, my nigga. They be trying to make me go to court, and I be popping on these niggas. He said, them niggas is tired of me, my nigga. They tired of popping with me, so they just leave me the fuck alone. I'm like, yo, why you don't want to go to court? He like, yo, it's a long story, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But fuck these niggas. I'm like, yo, Son, I mean, like, they offering you some time? So he like, nah, they ain't offering me shit. They trying to make me go home. They trying to let me go home. So I'm like, what? He like, yeah, nigga, they trying to make me go to court so I can get released. I'm like, yo, what's your charges? He was like, yo, I don't even know what my motherfucking charges is right now, my nigga. He said, nah, I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, yo, what, you don't want to go home? Nigga was like, fuck home, nigga. I ain't going nowhere, nigga. Niggas gonna have to kill me. So I was like, nah, hold up. I was like, yo, hold up, my nigga. You gotta explain that to me. What you mean? What you mean you don't give a fuck about going home and you don't know when you going home? Or what you mean? I mean, he was like, yo, it's a long story, my nigga. He was like, when I explain it to you, you'll understand. So first of all, like I said, True is a big motherfucker. If you look at Son, he look like the type of nigga that'll knock a nigga out and the type of nigga that you gonna stay out of his way and leave alone. You feel what I'm saying? Son is from the Bronx. He a goon. Son is like, yo, look, my nigga. He said, I ain't going home because these niggas caused my co-defendant to kill herself. So I was like, what? I said, what you mean? What happened? He said, yo, I'm on the block one day. He was like, yo, I see this little nigga from around my way that I know. He like, shorty don't do nothing. He don't get no money. He don't sell no drugs. He don't do nothing. He'll stay out of trouble ass little nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So he sees the little nigga. He like, yo, what up, shorty? He polying with the little nigga. What up, shorty? What you getting into? Know what I mean? Son got drugs on him. Son out there doing him. You feel what I'm saying? Police run down. They throw him and shorty in cuffs. He like, yo, Son like, yo, shorty don't got nothing to do with nothing. That nigga ain't out here serving. He was just talking to me. Let him go. Police don't want to hear that. They like, nah, this nigga out here doing something with you, nigga. They threw shorty in cuffs. Shorty not a street nigga at all. You feel what I'm saying? Shorty wasn't selling drugs at all. They take both of these niggas in. They charge these niggas with a sale. They put shorty, I guess, in C-74 in adolescence, and Son in the 3 building where he was at. You feel what I'm saying? So Son said he would go to court and he would see shorty, and shorty be looking like niggas is torturing him in the 4 building probably beating the nigga up, doing all type of shit to the nigga in the 4 building. And he used to be telling Shorty, yo, Shorty, hold your head, man. Now, I mean, we gonna get you the fuck out of here. Like, these niggas did some foul shit and railroaded you. Like, you don't supposed to be here. And Shorty was like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't be in here no more. I can't be in here. I can't take this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Khalif Browder type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So son said he was mad stressed out, like, damn, I got this little nigga in here for some shit that he ain't do just because he was talking to me. You feel what I'm saying? And he kept going to court telling them, yo, that little dude was not with me selling drugs. He should not be here. You should let him go. He's a kid. You feel what I'm saying? And they wouldn't listen. And son had a bail and couldn't make that bail because he was poor. And son laid up on that island. And True couldn't really do nothing to protect him, couldn't really do nothing to console him because he was in a whole nother building. You understand? So he worried about the little dude all the time. And before I continue, let me just say, when I tell these stories, I don't tell these stories to sensationalize things just to awe people or for views or clicks. You understand what I'm saying? I tell the stories of things that actually shaped and molded my thinking for the rest of my life. Things that were traumatizing to me, things that disturbed me, things that changed me as a person forever. And some of the testimonies I've heard of other people's lives that I've ran across in and out of the penitentiary. This is why I tell these stories, because I'm basically just telling a story of my life. But so True told me that one day they brought the little dude to court, his co-defendant, and he was begging to be let go. He was telling him he was innocent, that he didn't do anything. He wasn't trying to hear him. And somebody left a window open in the courtroom or in the court hallway. I'm not sure exactly which one. But the kid made a run for it. And he jumped out the window. And they were many floors up. And he fell to his death. And I won't even give the other details. But when True told me this, I understood why he was refusing to go home, why he was fighting the police, why he was quiet and people thought he was bugged out in the dorm and people were scared because he looked like a crazy dude. I understood everything. He wasn't crazy at all. Rikers Island was crazy. Mass incarceration of black people was crazy. The cash bail system was crazy. And our life in this city, in these 5 boroughs, was crazy. So when True told me that shit fucked me up for life. So when the Khalif Browder tragedy happened, it made me think and wonder how many other Khalif Browders are there in and out these city jails, in and out these penitentiaries, in and out these places that will make a sane man go crazy, will turn a decent dude into a killer. How many others that we don't know about? So when True told me that, man, it changed my whole perspective of Rikers Island, incarceration, and everything. And they soon packed me up out that house and sent me to another side of the 3 building. And I never bumped into True again. And I was mad that I didn't get his numbers and his name and shit like that, or I lost it or misplaced it. And I was pissed off because I always wanted to know what happened to son. This was a dude on Rikers Island that could go to court and go home. But he refused his freedom because of that injustice. And what happened to his co-defendant? That little dude who didn't do anything, who was just a victim of police throwing anybody in a paddy wagon. You feel me? Whoever's on the block with a black face, a Hispanic face, you get thrown in the paddy wagon. Whoever's living in the ghetto is getting punished for being poor. You going in the paddy wagon. Tell a judge you wasn't selling drugs. You understand what I'm saying? They think it's a game, but they wouldn't survive central bookings. They wouldn't survive 2 days on Rikers Island, let alone months and months and months trying to fight a case and trying to get bailed out when your family is poor. You understand what I'm saying? Poor in the projects with nothing. They barely could pay the rent, and you got a $2,500 bail or $5,000 bail. You understand? That bail could cost you your life. And that's exactly what it did to Shorty, his co-defendant. So when we're on Rikers Island and we fighting and going to war over control of that shit, just remember, it's a different kind of control that's going on. The control of our thinking and our lives. And I'm not trying to preach, man. Know what I mean? I'm not trying to preach. I'm not trying to act like I'm better than anybody, because I'm not. And I make mistakes and I lose my temper and I fucking sometimes feel like going out and selling some fucking drugs too. You hear me? I've been in a struggle all my life. Sometimes I feel like going to get a fucking half a bird and saying fuck everything and go get some guns and some niggas that's hungry. Sometimes I feel like doing that. But I know where that shit is gonna end up. You understand? I know. So yeah, man. Rikers Island ain't just filled with a bunch of criminals. It's filled with a bunch of people that have lives and family and a heart and a conscience. They say 40% of Rikers Island is people suffering from a mental illness. Think about that. 40% of Rikers Island is people suffering from that means 4 out of 10 motherfuckers in your dorm is suffering. And you gotta lay up with them dudes. You might have a misdemeanor. You might have a misdemeanor. But you gotta lay up with that mentally ill dude that got 2 bodies. You gotta bunk right next to that dude. You feel what I'm saying? This is the problem with city jails. So here I was on Rikers Island, fucking with my dude True, my dude Preem, and I still had beef with this dude. It was always in the back of my mind. Eventually I run into this dude, me going to court. Eventually, that's where it all happens. And one day, they called me for court. I go to the mess hall. I'm hungry as a motherfucker. I'm ready to eat my food, go to court. Now in the 3 building, when you go to court, they make everybody eat in the mess hall and then go in the gym. The gym be packed with mad dudes. You feel me? So if you got beef with dudes, that's where you handle that beef at. In the gym before they call people out for the court buses. You feel me? So I'm in the mess hall and I'm about to eat. And I say to myself, I ain't in the mood today. Just my fucking luck. I run into this dude. No longer than 60 seconds after I said that, I see this nigga coming in. He going to court. This is like 5:30 in the morning, maybe 6 in the morning. He going to court. He don't see me, I see him. So I'm already like, it's a wrap. I'm not eating. And I'm like, yo, I ain't got no gun on me. I don't got no gun because I was about to go home. I knew it. And I couldn't afford to get caught with no fucking gun. So I was like, I gotta just take my chances with these half-ass hand skills, you heard? My shit is alright now. I mean, I ain't the best, but my shit is alright. So boom. So I'm in the mess hall. I spots this nigga. I'm like, damn, man. Why the fuck I had to see this nigga on a court date where I might go home today? You feel what I'm saying? I didn't, but I was thinking I might go home today. Who knows? You feel what I'm saying? So I sees this nigga. So I'm looking at the nigga and I'm like, eventually this nigga gonna make eye contact with me or he gonna see that I'm in here. So I try to just dump my tray and get the fuck out of there. He turns around, the nigga sees me. So the nigga whole facial expression changed. He like this. Damn, he got the same look on his face that I got on my face. He like, damn, why I had to see this nigga today? He gonna be in that gym. You feel what I'm saying? And now he gonna be in the gym before me because he's leaving out the mess hall. So, like I said, I ain't got no hammer, my nigga. No hammer whatsoever at all. I'm like, damn, what could I do? What could I use as a weapon? So I ain't have shit but my ID card. Now, you know on the island, them ID cards, the clip of that shit is some hard ass plastic. You feel what I'm saying? And if you break it the correct way, it will break to a point where if you get up on a nigga real good and dig that shit up in his face, it will cut a motherfucker open. You understand what I'm saying? Or leave a scar enough to get the nigga out the building. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I ain't got shit. I took my ID clip off. I broke the plastic on my ID. Pop! You understand what I'm saying? Caught a nice little edge to it. I'm like, all right, this shit right here, this shit might cut something. I just gotta hold it and grip it right. You feel what I'm saying? Pause. So boom, I slide off. I go into the gym. Now when I go into the gym, I look in the back. I see 50 blood niggas back there. You heard? Them niggas used to congregate in the back of the gym. So once I seen it was 50 blood niggas in the back of the gym, I was like, now I mean, stand down or no stand down. If I try to blow fire out this nigga when he come in the gym, them niggas gonna pop. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got shit but that plastic ID clip. Now I'm like, damn. Now it's a mad crowd of motherfuckers in the gym. Because dudes is going to court from all over the 5 boroughs. You know what I'm saying? Then they call Queens buses and Bronx buses, and they start calling the boroughs one at a time for the buses. So before they do that, it'd be a million niggas in the gym. So now I'm in the gym, and I'm trying to blend in with the crowd because I know he about to come into the mess hall any minute now. Because I know once he saw me, he like, fuck it, I ain't eating either. Might as well just get this shit over with. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga ain't gonna sit there and eat some cornflakes and motherfucking, butter his toast up while he just seen one of his bandits go to where he know he gotta go after he come out the mess hall. So I knew he was gonna come up in that shit any minute. So I blended myself in the crowd and stood in the middle of the crowd so a nigga couldn't see me. And I had the plastic ID clip in my hand. I'm like, this bullshit ass ID clip I got in my hand, I'm just gonna have to get up on this nigga and just go for the front of his face, like bang, eye, lips and shit like that. That's gonna stand out and police gonna see that blood. You feel what I'm saying? I'm thinking reckless because I don't know what the fuck is gonna go down. You feel me? So now, like I said, I'm waiting for this nigga to come through. And yeah, I know he about to pop through. So, sure enough, the nigga come through. Something in the back of my head is like, yo, don't just jump out the window. Check the nigga temperature first. Don't just jump out the window, nigga. You about to go home. Don't catch a new charge or start some crazy unnecessary shit if you really don't have to. So I sees the nigga come in the gym. He come in the gym and he looking around for me. I could tell he like this. Where this nigga at? So while he looking around for me, I'm creeping through the crowd. I'm creeping through the crowd and I'm staying low like this. You feel me? But I'm watching him looking around for me. And I'm seeing if he's telling anybody that he's with, like, yo, is this nigga in here? So he's not. The nigga ain't saying nothing to nobody. He talking to niggas and shit like that. So I see his mans be like, yo, you going in the back with the homies? You feel what I'm saying? And the nigga was like, I'll be back there in a minute. So I'm like, yo, this nigga keeping it official. He ain't running to nobody. He ain't trying to tell niggas that I'm in here. He gonna handle his own business. So now I'm respecting that move. I'm like, okay, this nigga ain't looking for no help. You feel what I'm saying? So I creep through the crowd. We're creeping through the crowd. He's still looking around. He's standing there. He trying to look through the crowd. He don't see me. You feel what I'm saying? So I got the joint in my hand. He don't know what I got in my hand. For all he know, I had the scalpel. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't know. The art of bluff is something you learn in Brownsville, Brooklyn, my nigga. A nigga could catch you slipping at any time. You better have a mean bluff game for situations where you might not have no hammer. So like I said, I got this bullshit in my hand. I run up, I creep up on him. He's still looking for me. He don't see me. I'm like, yo, I can't believe this nigga ain't spot me yet. So I get up on the nigga. I come right up on the nigga like this. And when he turns around, I'm right in his face. And I'm like this. I said, Black, what's up, nigga? He looked down at my hand. He was like, ain't shit. Let's leave that shit alone. I said, yeah, let's do that. And I spun off. And I walked away. And then I went in the cut and I watched him to see if he was gonna go over there and be like, yo, this nigga just trying to run down on me with a ratchet. Let's go murder this nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And I watched him. He went over there and he ain't say shit. You feel me? And he ain't do that because he was scared or because he was pussy or because I just had to drop on him. He did that because that shit was about nothing, nigga. It was about nothing. It was about niggas running their mouth, talking to each other greasy, cause we acting like savages in jail instead of fucking grown-ass men. You feel me? So I ain't look at the nigga like, yeah, this nigga ain't want it. Nah, I thanked him in my mind. I said, thank you, my nigga. Thank you for not making me have to pop off and go through a whirlwind of drama for however long I gotta be here. You feel what I'm saying? And to this day, I thank him, my nigga. We was both young, dumb, and full of cum, and that shit wasn't about nothing. And you a real nigga for that. And that's facts.